is finding difficulty to reach healthcare. حوالي 4 مليار. We believe that it's due time to start changing healthcare paradigm. We have many pillars: training, using digital technology, empowering community, and mixing or engaging complementary medicine with conventional therapy. Humanitarian Health Hub هي جمعية خيرية مشهرة في كندا. أشرف إن أنا بورد ممبر. الهيد اوف ذا بورد بروفيسور عبير عمر. She is a Canadian. She is a professor of nursing living in Toronto, and she is one of the staff of Toronto University. Alhamdulillah, يعني I'm very honored and very pleased that we have 15 at least what you call young doctors and young athletes working in this platform, and we have not less than 300 حوالي 300 consultant وprofessor giving support. So what are the activities of Humanitarian Health Hub? As I mentioned, training, which is carried by Integrated Medical Academy, teleconsultation. Alhamdulillah, we gave more than 7,000 teleconsultations to our brothers and sisters inside Gaza Strip, being the hottest spot in the whole world needing support. But our mission to give support to all needy people everywhere. So training will be addressed to all young doctors all over the world, east to west. We have what we call special characteristics of our training platform, Integrated Medical Academy. Programs are, in a sense, practical, crash program, aiming to address people, as I said, in low resource settings. It is in English mainly, but the part to the public will be in Arabic. We have actually a program for volunteers. These programs entails algorithms, which is symptom-based to make diagnosis easy. And we emphasize our programs on diagnosing and management in low resource settings. We are not depending on sophisticated investigations, but depending on history taking, clinical examination, physical findings. So this is الاجتماع الدوري لإنتجريتد ميديكال أكاديمي. as I mentioned, احنا النهارده قررنا نغير الروتين بروجرام بتاعنا في الاجتماع الدوري. نحن نبدا بضيف نinvite a guest to talk about one of the topics, one of the issues related to our activities. الحمد لله اول ضيف معنا هو جاري عزيز. He is one of a kind, Dr. Osama Abdelhamid. Dr. Osama Abdelhamid is a senior manager في البنك الدولي. وهو يعني قاد تطوير في تطبيقات الارتفيشال انتليجنس. والحق يعني I felt that it's better to call one of the seniors who is interested in the applications of artificial intelligence in areas outside medicine, because we want to know something in depth, broader about artificial intelligence, because usually we talk medicine and artificial intelligence. So I'm very, very honored, very pleased, and very happy to have Dr. Osama. Dr. Osama, the microphone is yours. Please, you have 20 minutes. Thank you so much, Osama.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you, Dr. Muhammad, so much for the kind invitation. And allow me at the very beginning to say that that short presentation is what is that short presentation is not. It's not a technical lecture. I'm not an AI engineer. I'm here, as a practitioner, someone who works with AI tools in a professional settings, and sees both values and their limits. And also, I'm senior program manager in the World Bank for translation and interpretation. I'm heading the translation and interpretation unit, and in that capacity, my AI experience is limited to, for full transparency on translation and interpretation. And at the very beginning, I said how you look at AI will determine how you will deal with it, how you will accept it. So uh, paradoxically, today, can I share my screen just for quick slides, if you allow me?
اوكي يا دكتور سمية بعد إذنك يعني if you give the permission to دكتور أسامة. Dr. Mohammed, actually you are the host, so if you
حاضر
can please give the permission to Dr.
حاضر
Osama.
حاضر يا فندم حاضر يا فندم make host. So now you are the host, my dear Osam.
All right, I'll share the presentation here. It's not a okay. I'm not a heavy user of Zoom, but do you see my my screen?
Not yet.
No, okay. It's not, I'm trying to share it. It's not.
Dr. Osama, I believe there's a share button down there.
Yeah, I know. It's the share button and I click on it. Okay, now it's working. All right. Today, a friend of mine, very close friend of mine, who happens to be a professional translator, and who is also AI pioneer. He was so frustrated with the impact of AI on translation, so he shared that image with me, that AI is enslaving translators, making them work longer time than, longer hours for minimum payment. So I got the picture and I went to ChatGPT and asked ChatGPT to make it look at it from a different perspective, positive perspective. And it created something different, totally different. So AI, the way you deal with AI, the way you accept AI will determine how much you will benefit from it. AI, just a brief history, has been there for quite a long time, and it's from the very beginning of rule-based algorithm to statistical-based algorithm. Then in the 80s and 20s, another phase until it hits a landmark in the in the 2015, 2018, when neural algorithm occurred, then generative AI. The breakthrough was for us as users was in November 2022, when OpenAI make the generative AI available, ChatGPT 3.5 available to all users. That was the real birth of AI as a tool for us users, not as it's professionals, but as mainstream users. And all of a sudden, we have tools that can generate content, that can analyze data, that can generate text, image, software codes, even creates videos and audio if you provide some instructions, and it will do that for you. And can translate revise, post-edit. It's a game changer for the entire universe. The beginning of the change is with the cognitive industry. That is translation, um, virtual reality, design, editing, but it's moving everywhere now. That was the the start, but now it moves into the medical field, it moves into the accounting, financial analysis, and companies, startups, are using the platforms to create their own model, and the model are it's available. Some models are generic, available to users. Other models are company specific. But anyhow, we have some AI engines available to the users at the time. Most important of which is OpenAI, ChatGPT, Gemini, Grok, DeepSeek, among other platforms. And the differences between these platforms are minimum when we look at them as simple users. But if you, for example, if you are a programmer, a software developer, then you will tend to use Grok. If you are working in the translation business, then you tend to use a combination of Gemini and ChatGPT. If you are working on the image recreation or video recreation, you can rely on ChatGPT. So you have the tools there. And the AI community is investing a lot on specialized AI platforms. And they are, because this is a competition, a global competition between the key players in the world to control the business. There is a paid per use accounts now. If you want to use any of these platforms professionally, you need to pay for it. I'll stop sharing my the presentation, but I will just share with you some of the platforms because I know I have a limited amount of time. This is a platform we have at the World Bank. It's an AI. We call it My AI World Bank Group. And if you, as you can see here, the World Bank management made available all the state-of-the-art applications available to us. So we have Claude, we have ChatGPT, we have Gemini, ChatGPT, other model of ChatGPT. And also they allowed us to start using it and create our own platform, special platform within the World Bank to create our own solutions in the bank. And when we create a solution, we share it with the bank, make it available to everyone. One of the solutions we developed for translation is the post-editing application. And the post-editing application is a very unique tool that will basically improve efficiency of the translators by 80%. Imagine 80% improvement in productivity of your translators and higher quality. And it's changing the entire industry. We used to outsource like 80% of the work to freelancers before. Now, probably we outsource less than 30 or 20% because we have capacity to do more in-house. Also, the World Bank has a machine translation available to everyone in the bank. And within a couple of years, the translation unit translates around 25 million words every year. The application, when we made it available to the bank, translated 1.1 billion, 50 million words in 2 years. Imagine the breakthrough in the translation industry. And we can track that. This is a dashboard, another AI-powered application. I can track any country in the world using the application. And we have many other management dashboards we can track the uses of not only machine translation, but also human translation spending in the bank in general. And I can go to specific countries and click on the country and get more information. Right, it's a little bit frozen. All right, now if I click here, look at Egypt, I can see that Egypt translated around 30 million words over the last 2 years. This is the country office in Egypt. If I look at the Brazil, I also can see the number translated. So it's changing the way we do business with that small sector, the translation sector. And it's giving us more, as translators, more opportunities. For example, I can use ChatGPT, OpenAI here, or I can use Gemini, and I can load the entire database of the World Bank, all our previously translated documents, and we can upload specific prompt to use the application. So this is a specific prompt. Prompt is a kind of instructions to the LLM. So if I put, for example, I need the proofreading only, I have the instructions here. If I need a creative editing, or it's moderate editing, I can also give the instruction. And we also have another tool here. It's an AI power tool, which is, as I mentioned, machine translation tool. And the engine not only has neural network algorithm, but it also has adaptive translation mode. So I can, decide whether I need normal translation, casual translation, informal. So it gives me all the options. Let me go back to the presentation. This was just a quick introduction about, the value of that. In the medical field, there has been a lot of developments in the medical field, how to use the AI platforms in training. For the academia, I'm quite sure that it will be extremely useful for you if you use it to create your lesson plans or to create your presentations. It would be very helpful to do that. Even you can make it an interactive presentation to your students. You can use it in the digital consultation. If you have the right database, it will be extremely useful, because it will. One of the difference between AI and generative AI is a predictive AI. Predictive, that it will take the database you provide and it will look for solution, will look for hypothesis when it's dealing with that database. So the larger the database you have, the more creative solutions and hypotheses you will get. And the database needs to be structured, well done. For example, if we're talking about when we're talking about the medical field, one of the things it's in Egypt we lack is to have a medical database for our patients, because it's most of the private clinics do not keep track of the conditions of their patients. And if they do it in a hard copy way, not in a digital way. So imagine if you have the entire database of a specific patient for, let's say, 10 years or 20 years, then you can use that database to predict what's next. If you get the the full blood picture analysis and you get some imaging, it will tell you exactly what's going to happen to that patient. Of course, it doesn't replace you as a medical doctor, because your role will be the decision maker. It helps you with the decision process, but it doesn't help. It doesn't take the decisions for you. you always need a human in the loop to finalize. Let me, I'll go quickly here. Yeah, as I mentioned, AI cannot replace you because we always need contextual judgment. We need the personal expertise of doctors, of translators, of engineers. They will, give the final judgment, the final decision in that way. AI doesn't rely on ethical reasoning. It relies on hard data. And sometimes it hallucinates. Sometimes it's biased. And you need to take that into account. So it will not make decisions for humans. Humans will be the final decision makers. All right, just quickly again here, AI is very critical in the medical field, in understanding and analyzing the root causes of new diseases. If you have large database, basically now we have a global database, and the platforms will analyze that database and will provide accurate information to the doctors so that they can decide, what is the right decision to make. It will provide that information at in a very fast pace. So you get accurate information, fast delivery. So your expertise will be to combine all of that to make the final decisions. And the drug research and development, AI is playing a key role in that. It will probably be the key denominator to determine, to find a solution, a medicine for cancer, medicine for HIV, and to find vaccines for newly born diseases and pandemics. So this is very important for all of us. I can't, emphasize it to the doctors. I know all of you are users of the applications. Probably at least you use it, just to process some of the text, edit text. But please go deeper into the applications you have. You have many free applications. Some of them are paid if you want to get more use time. But it gives you a good opportunity to research and find some good information there. In the academia, hopefully places like Cairo University and other universities will need to develop their own AI solutions. I know some international universities are paying, investing almost 150. Yale is investing $150 million in medical AI only in that area. So I know it's our universities don't have these resources, but it's probably you need to raise your voices to to the dean, to the decision makers in the universities, so that they can take that into account. This is the future. It's going to change the way we do business. In the cognitive business in an area, in the medical field, in the translation, in the media, newspaper, and it's here to stay. It's not going away. That's why it's the big superpowers are fighting with each other to control, the platform, the AI platforms, and places like the US. It's investing billions of dollars to establish new data centers and creating even nuclear power plants to power these data centers. Huge investments there. I'll stop here if you have any question. I know it's I have limited time, and I talked in general.
شكرا جزيلا دكتور أسامة. يعني حقيقة you touched many sensitive areas And I believe that my friends may have some comments. We have Dr. Miriam from Bosnia. We have my dear brother, Professor Osama Musallam. He is one of the leaders in the field of AI in medicine. We have Dr. Rehab Ghunaim. Dr. Rehab is our artificial intelligence, what you call person in IMA. So, Dr. Omar, if you want to give comments. So we have 7 minutes for your questions and comments. Anyone?
Dr. Muhammad, if I may, just quickly, if you happen to have a Word file document and you need to see the quality of the translation, share it with us. I shared my personal email. I will machine translate it and AI post edit it, including Bosnian. We have a good Bosnian model.
MashaAllah. Thank you so much. Actually, Dr. Osama, if you have 10 or 15 minutes, you can stay with us because I want to ask you a question after Dr. Asma will share Integrated Medical Academy School, because I want to ask you, can we, for example, after 1 or 2 months, translate our program to French language or other language? Because actually we want to be in Africa. As you know, a lot of African countries speak French, and really this is our future target. So I just want you to see our website, and if you want to give your comment very early so that we will be what you call focusing on making some changes while we are building our program. So if you have 10 minutes, please stay with us. Any of your colleagues want to give a comment or a question? الشباب الجميل بتوعنا.
Yes, I do have a question for Dr. Osama.
Please, Dr. Omar, please.
Thank you, Dr. Muhammad. I appreciate the presentation that you had on artificial intelligence, on touching base on almost every single industry, Dr. Osama. Muchly appreciated, especially the translations.
It's an area close and dear to me.
It sure is, and it sure is for all of us in this growing industry, especially how we're all getting familiar with it. Dr. Osama, for the interest of time, I will ask one question that bridges your previous experience or your current experience with the banking industry, considering the artificial intelligence. My question is, how do you see current financing within the AI technology that's breeding today? Do you see banks are more backing through the financial perspective? Will they back something like this in the future? Like, say, for instance, because we are looking to put an AI within our systems. Can we? How do the banks look at that? Are they willing to fund something like this?
Dr. Omar, I'm not. I'm the head of the translation unit. I'm a translator by training, but I can contribute here. It's from my limited knowledge on the use of AI in the financing area in the bank is we use AI to analyze the credit history of the it's the applicants. So this will be it's a great tool in the banking industry to first you build mini models. And one of them is for checking the credit, validating the credit history. The I-score, as it's they say in the US. Credit history is important for your if you are in the private banking sector. Is very important so that you can make sure that your potential clients have the right viability, credit viability to pay you back. That's one thing. The other thing is you use AI in the to do the the visible studies and analyze the potential of a specific project if you are applying for finance for a specific project. That's also equally important. AI is not only for these two in the banking industry. You use AI for the administrative side too. For example, I give you a quick example. We were in a recruiting panel like 3 months ago, and we had like 50 applicants for a specific position. We have scoring criteria for the position. So what I did is I got the scoring criteria and went to AI, and I said, okay, I need you to analyze the applications of these 50 users. And because I did it in a very rudimentary way, I uploaded the application one by one. But at the end, it generated a whole report for me. The top 5 in that list were the top 5 in the interview when it was reviewed by other panel members. I contributed my report, but other panel members also concluded that it's the same. And the number one who got the job was the number one in that list. So that's an area in HR. You can also use it in Ask Accounting. You can use it in many other areas. In the Wallet Bank, we, for example, we produce project documents and publications, a lot of knowledge documents every year. And over the last 50 years, we produced over 600,000 documents. So this is a knowledge area. We had the entire database in one, it's in the My AI. It's available to everyone, so you can go, because it's interactive. You can ask questions, and it will answer you based on the information mentioned in these reports, and it will give you reference which document it's using. So it's a lot of areas you can use it in, not only just credit viability. It's a lot of area. Customer service. If you have a chatbot to respond to clients, you don't need to have 8-hour shift. You can have a 24/7 shift. It will respond to clients, provides answers. If you have the right answers in the database, that's why to have a structured data in these chatbots will be essential, so that it can engage with clients. IBM has a building in Germany that is run 100% by AI. Operation of the entire building, the maintenance, is completely run by AI, including customer service.
Fantastic. Thank you, Dr. Osama, for your insights. Please do share the website that we can interact with that big repository of AIs. That would be very helpful.
That's internal use only for the bank. It's a
So
I tried.
here comes my question. If I have a limited fund and I want to subscribe in one of the machines, of AI machines, you suggest which one for me?
probably DeepL should be a good one. DeepL, DeepL is a good machine translation engine.
Yes.
You have also Microsoft. It has a good Bing.
But why not Gemini 3?
DeepL, if you have a subscription, you can upload a document for translation.
Gemini,
it will not.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not talking about translation. I'm talking about general use. For example,
general use. You can use. You have Gemini. You have ChatGPT.
Yes.
You have Grok. You have Claude. Claude is mostly for it's programming. Very strong in code creation.
Yes.
Grok and Claude are doing that. ChatGPT and Gemini also are good, but not as good as these tools. For image recreation, Gemini is a great tool. ChatGPT is doing great. I got, it's one background picture. I uploaded it to ChatGPT, and I asked ChatGPT to change with the title of the session.
Yes.
The title was centered in the background. So I asked it to align it so that it will, there will be no interference.
Yes. Okay. So now, thank you so much, dear attendees. I may ask Dr. Asma, please share with us the landing page, then take us for a tour for 2 minutes inside the Integrated Medical Academy, so that I will ask Dr. Sam after this if it's doable to make a translation. Asma, can you share it, please?
Yes, doctor, but actually before it, Dr. Osama Abdelhamid has a question.
I feel that Dr. Osama Abdelhamid, he left, then he came back. أهلا وسهلا. اتفضل دكتور أسامة.
Thank you very much for the kind invitation. Thank you, Dr. Osama Samiyi, for such wonderful, deep presentation. And I have a question regarding, you presented a kind of optimistic view regarding the AI, but maybe not everybody share such optimistic view. Many AI leaders like Jeffrey Hinton, the Nobel Prize winner in last year, and Harari, the historian, famous historian, author, they are very pessimistic regarding the AI, and including even Elon Musk, thinking that maybe by 2030 work will be optional. It is who would like to work, go for work. What do you think from the perspective of yourself and your institute, that maybe according to Elon Musk and Jeffrey Hinton, 90 or 95% from the workers in the working bank will be replaced by robots? I am very, very sharp, but I have to have a balanced view regarding the AI. Some people thinking seriously, we are not aware what we are doing so far with the AI, especially expecting to reach the super intelligence maybe within 2 years. That is somebody or entity replacing us because they are more smarter than us. And once again, thank you for such deep, open presentation. Thank you, Dr. Osama.
Dr. Osama, thank you. That's a very good question. As I mentioned earlier, it depends on how you're looking at AI. When electricity came into existence, or when the internet came into existence, it killed some jobs. It killed jobs, but it created other jobs. AI is the same. We look at AI as a tool. It will kill some jobs, but it will create other jobs. And humans are very adept, and they will adapt with the changes. And the way we look at AI, at least in my department, is you can look at it as labor minimization, or you can look at it as skill enhancement. I prefer to look at AI as a skill enhancement. It will help us, do more. And what we did to avoid labor minimization, labor reduction, is we started to train our linguists to do more. Now they are moving into content creation. They are moving into training models. They are also doing translation, but they do more than just translation. So it creates jobs and it kills jobs. So to have a pessimistic view altogether at AI is not the right way, and to have a completely positive view of AI is not also the right way to do it. But standing in our place without moving, without learning, without adapting, will definitely hurt us. We will lose jobs if we don't adapt and if we don't embrace it. you embrace it, you start to create new startups, new companies, new businesses. Many billionaires will come into existence in over the coming few years because the embraced AI in their business, but it will kill some jobs.
Thank you so much, both Dr. Osama and Dr. Osama. Allow me to have a final comment, then to share the academy, then to re-ask you. Perhaps Dr. Osama Musallam, I wonder if you will agree with me or not. They used to say that robotics will replace surgeons. For me, as the one person who is in the field of surgery since 48 hours, and I have seen in depth and in width what robotics are doing, this is a fake sentence, and this will never happen. Simply, because as I mentioned, we have half of the whole world is lacking just access to healthcare centers. And I mentioned before, 12 years ago, I have been to Congo, and the Minister of Health told me from her mouth to my ear, 90 million people in Congo, they have 2 neurosurgeons. So we are talking about robotics, perhaps there. Number 2, robotics, there are many areas of surgery they cannot do. By the way, robotics in Cairo University since 15 years, and they are some areas of surgery. A general surgeon will make it the same way like robotics. So regarding robotics, which is some sort of brand of AI, this will not work. The second most important issue is, as Dr. Osama Abdelhamid said, it's you who will take the decision. But before this, to detect physical findings, I mean, I'm not talking symptoms, I'm talking signs. I mean, pulse, blood pressure, and listening to your chest sounds, your abdominal sounds, to see, for example, a skin lesion, or I know that there is some equipment, some machine which can detect this, but this is not all over the world. So we have discrepancy in resources, physical findings for many years will need to be detected by human beings, and robotics, there's a big question on their usage. So I'm sorry for this. If you want to give 1 minute comment, Dr. Osama Musallam, Dr. Osama Abdelhamid, while Asma is ready to share. But really, I believe in this from practical points of view.
The reason I said it creates more opportunities is in 18 months or 2 years, for example, our machine translation model, it's translated 1 billion words, more than 1 billion words. During the same time, the human team of many languages, the 6 UN languages and other Oriental languages, we translated in 2 years 45 million words. Big difference. It's 20 to 1. It's creating more opportunities, providing more information, helping the bank do its mission.
Sure. Dr. Merem, if you want to give a short comment, please.
Well, thank you very much for your presentation. I'm very glad to be here. First of all, Professor Mohammed, I agree with you. We start maybe from the beginning of in neurosurgery to use some help from things which can help us from robotic surgery or telemedicine, but they cannot still for a long time. They will not replace neurosurgery because we use it to track our approach, which is very important. It make a job easier for us. But final finding, what we find there, still there is no machine which can decide what is it and what to do next. To Mr. Osama, I'm very glad that you have good Bosnian translation. How can I use it?
No. It's if it's I'm offering that. It's just as a courtesy for the academy members. And
Yes.
if you have a Microsoft Word document,
Yes.
and you want to see the quality, then I can do that. You will still need to review it because it's an AI product.
Yes.
But the quality is very high, so
How-
probably you will spend way less time.
In medicine, sorry, in medicine, I'm interested. How can I translate German books from to on English or in Bosnian? Because this is the point. When I search for information, let's go notebook of my LM. It is very good for searching data in medicine. It gives you great opportunity, but some protected content, it means books, it cannot read. It only have some comment on books which are publicly published, but content is not allowed until I gave them AI. When I give them PDF file, then they could translate. How can I do it?
Yeah, the PDF file. If you have a PDF file, it will translate, but you cannot post-edit it. It will be you will not be able to edit the translation. But if you have a Microsoft Word file, we can
Okay.
AI post-edit it, and you can do corrections. PDF, you cannot do corrections.
Okay.
Dr. Osama, if you allow me, I will send your contact to Dr. Miriam, and you will make you will complete this amazing conversation together.
That's fine.
اوكي طيب اسماء بعد اذنك اعملي شير. Thank you so much, Dr. Sama. Stay with us just for 5 minutes. I want you to see the tour inside Integrated Medical Academy, so that you will tell us if we can in the nearby future to make translation in other languages, especially French.
Okay. Tamam. So at the beginning, I would like to warmly welcome you all. Actually, it's a great opportunity to have you with us today and to introduce you to our work, to our school and the work we do. So after entering the link of our school, www.integratedmedicalacademy.com, you will see that it's divided into 2 main parts or sections. The first one is programs designed for healthcare, and the second one is programs designed for the public. The public programs is designed for volunteers to teach them how to learn with different medical emergencies. And actually, these programs are totally in Arabic. While when we move to healthcare professional programs, we can see that is also divided into 2 main categories. The first one is medical programs, and the second one is non-medical programs.
You have a problem regarding sharing. I think you are freezed.
Yes, I think so.
Can you move back or forward?
Okay. Okay. Actually, I think that the screen now is Okay, actually, so in this part, the programs designed for healthcare professionals divided into two main sections: medical programs and non-medical programs. Non-medical programs such as AI in healthcare, communications skills, research skills, and so on. And about the medical programs, we offer programs designed for doctors, for nurses, and for pharmacists. For doctors, we have actually two main categories: the basic programs and the advanced programs. And then we can see this is the variety of our programs here. This is some part of the basic programs actually. So you can see that we have much programs designed here. And this is in the short notes our general view to our school.
أسماء ممكن go in for example dermatology or rheumatology. I want Dr. Osama Abdelhamid just to see what is inside.
Tamam. Actually, now I entered the rheumatology for non-rheumatologists, so it's totally free by clicking buy now. I think.
هو دكتور أسامة عبد الحميد، احنا في تواصل مع انترناشونال ويب سايت، وهم ريكوجنايزد بمجموعة من الدول في أفريقيا، ويعني نقطة من القوة عند الانترناشونال ويب سايت ده إن هو في بوث انجلش وفرنش، فده اللي خلاني بسألك يعني.
We can translate into French. It's a very good. It gives a very good, a high quality translation. You still need to review the translation, but again, the website itself, it's you need to have the content extracted into Word file so that you can get the translation.
ما ده هو ده اللي انا فعلا ببحث عنه. يعني ايه يعني
you need to extract it first.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much for staying with us, and we will have just 20 minutes our follow up for the team. Any one of you, my dear friends, dear invitees, want to stay, you are more than welcome, and we will start our normal program. Thank you again, Dr. Osama, for this wonderful lecture. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for the invitation, and thank you all for your questions. I'll be happy to help. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
عليكم السلام. أهلا وسهلا. طيب، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.